As you guys are all my friends. I just got off the phone with Brookie. Oh my God, I could cry.
Oh,
What
Had
happened?
the most amazing meeting. She's like, Mom, I think they're going to sign me. Okay, only a few of you know she's in LA right now.
mhm.
Her modeling agent in Edmonton basically put her portfolio out to a couple of these agencies in LA. And she had a meeting yesterday and today with the two biggest agencies in the world. And she said yesterday she was super nervous and they were kind and they're like, had the meeting, took pictures, and they're like, we'll be in touch through your agent. But she said the one that she just got away from, the lady like gave her a big hug after, and she's like, I'm so excited. Like, we'll be talking to you really soon. So just hang tight.
Yay!
Woohoo!
It's so
Oh,
exciting.
that's exciting.
And then she has another meeting this afternoon. She's with a smaller agency, but she's like, Mom, I think I've landed this bigger one. I'm like, yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's
Because
so
when she
exciting.
found out about that one like a week and a half ago, her agent called and she's like, oh my God, this company's called Wilhelmina. And she's like, they want to meet with you. Yes. And the next day, this part makes me so emotional. She's like on Instagram following Wilhelmina and she goes, look, Mom, look at this picture. They had an open casting call in New York. They had, I can't remember how many, like thousands and thousands of people lining up on the street just to be able to, like, think of like an America's Got Talent, just to be able to be seen. And she's like, how is it that I have a meeting with them? And I'm like, honey, you have to believe in yourself, right? And it's like this whole, like, just work it, and just me watching how much she has struggled with her mental health this summer. It's been really, really awful, you guys. And we're like, yes, we did a little Super 8 meditation for her, a bunch of us a few days ago. And to hear her come out and just say, like, I think this is going to happen. I'm like, it is happening. It is done. It is known in the one and in the collective. We just need to keep like aligning all of your energy to that. So whew, let's hold that vision.
She manifested it.
She manifested
Yep.
it. She manifested it.
Yeah.
And for her, she's like, if I can get there and if I can model and do all these things, then I can play music and then I can, do all of these other things that I want to do. So like, yes, you will. This is so great. And I'm proud of her because she decided to like totally splurge on a good hotel. She was looking everywhere for hotels in like Beverly Hills or where her meetings are, right? And she's like, I'm going to do it. I'm doing this hotel that's like so out of my price range. She's like, but I want to just like be there for these 5 days and have it feel like the energy of what I really want. And I'm like, that's the trick, right? How often are we trying to manifest from a place of such lack, right? And of such scarcity. And we're trying so hard to get to that vibration, but it's like, we can't get there. And it's the miss and we don't feel worthy. Right. And I think that's kind of the definitive piece, is the piece around worthiness. And so if
I
you're
think
watching,
it's seeing yourself where you want to be.
we have to do that. And then we don't, right? It's like, I'll give myself that gift when I get there. And then it's kind of this carrot that we just keep chasing because we actually we need to feel worthy of it now. Right. And so whatever that, I think that's the message for all of us, right? Is whatever that looks like. If it means starting to feed yourself a certain way, or getting your nails done, or getting your hair done, or
moving.
right? Is that we have to feel worthy of everything right now. That's the key, not the when. So yeah, that's exciting. Woohoo! Thank you I had to have my mama moment of celebration because I literally was like, okay, I gotta go. I have this meeting happening over here. Thank you. I needed to move that energy. And for this, so I just, I've been working quite a bit the last couple of days on all of our triathlon stuff because it's like full on crunch time, go time right now. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We have a lot of room for tickets to be purchased still. I'll put it that way. But I just put up in our ambassador Facebook group, I just put up 2 separate posts. One are with a social media tile for Instagram that's the size of Instagram to go on your main page, one that can go on your Facebook page. And then I also did some different stories so that you can post on your Instagram story and your Facebook story. So there's a few different images that I've created space. If you want to type and write something on top of it, you can. There's also a couple of different videos. So for those of you who are a little bit craftier, Shannon, you're definitely one of those people. You can add music into the video. You can add like writing. The only thing that's important for us is for every photo in video that we post is that we also put the link for people to purchase the ticket. So on that second post, I have the link that's right there. I'm sure you guys also have it as well. You can also just search. Oh, Tanya's running late. You can also just search the event online if you're at a complete loss, or find it through my Instagram bio. I have the link in there as well. So I think this will be good for us to just start kind of pushing and promoting it. Something that somebody had kind of brought to my attention that was a little bit sitting in my blind spot, I think, surprisingly, was really the amount of people whose attention has been grabbed around the new documentary or movie, Sound of Freedom. It is a documentary movie, Sound of Freedom. And I think what that movie has really done is it's brought a lot of people into a place where we feel helpless. It's like, well, what can I possibly do to help to bring awareness to this? And I'm a huge proponent for, if we're going to talk about the things that are wrong in the world, and there's a lot of it, is that we also have to talk about what we can do about it and with what's right about it. Right? So instead of leaving people in an energetic deficit and sitting in heartbreak and grief over these things, I think we have this beautiful opportunity to really harness the tail end of all of the wonderful awareness that this movie is bringing out, and to say, and Little Warriors is a beautiful place that is really helping to support children who are victims of sexual abuse, A, because they need the healing, but also B, so that they don't then become perpetrators themselves. There's a ton of statistics around that, right? And then the bigger thing that we are really going to talk about the actual day of is the newer facility for adults as well that need all of that support too. So I've been sitting in a bit of a gap or a deficit around how to speak to sexual abuse and sexual trauma without, like, just for me, it was like, okay, I want to talk about it. We have some really other great social media tools that Little Warriors has given to us with statistics that I will also share in our Facebook group that we can use to promote. I just want to really make sure that whatever we're sharing is that we just keep tying it back to a message that feels empowering for people. It's like, and here's how we can help, right? Because otherwise it just becomes, there's so much of that, like, horrific clickbait online right now, I think, that just keeps us stuck in this negative spiral. And for me, I didn't want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of how can we come together. And one of the little videos, it's just a little clip that is sitting in, I'm going to make a bigger like advertisement around it, but one of the little ones that's sitting in your Facebook group is a dad who's standing there with like a superhero cape, and the kid is like waving the cape. I'm like just super emotional today for a lot of reasons, but I just think, like, even having had a conversation I had with my sister-in-law last night around my niece who's 13 and she's struggling with things, and she asked if she could come and sleep over at our house, and she's like, I just feel like she needs other adults in her life to talk to right now. And it really made me think that, you know, all of these children, many of them were us, right, who were sexually abused or taken advantage of in different ways. And we keep wanting these kids to speak up and let us know. But the reality is, as adults, are we creating safe spaces for them? Do they know that we will advocate for them? And when I was looking for this superhero image, that's all that I kept thinking is, we have to first be these advocates so that kids know that they feel safe enough coming to us. Right. And I personally don't know if there's a lot of spaces for that where kids know that. I know that there's a lot of kids who are my kids' friends who pull up chairs at my kitchen island and tell me a lot of things because I've tried to create as open of a space as I can. But I certainly didn't have that experience with my parents' friends growing up. They were like a Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so, and they just, you know, were friends of my parents. And I didn't really know if I could ever trust them with anything. right? So I think that we all, specifically through this event, if we use even that as a, I don't want to say a marketing angle, but just an awareness angle, that there's so much purpose in people even showing up beyond just your donation, is it's that you're putting your hand up and saying that I'm a safe space, right? For my children, for other children, is that I am a place where people can come and they can share what they need to share. And I also want others just to see, not just children, but adults who have not even begun to speak about their sexual trauma, is that there are people who have their back, right? That they can share these things. So that's kind of a bit of the marketing angle. One of them that I'm going to take as I start, kind of sharing a little bit more. And, when we first started this, and I said that it's important for us to begin to share our why for us personally, we are doing this. That's what's going to bring people together, not just like a random ad that's sitting up saying, hey, come in and walk and do yoga and meditation with your friends. Oh, and that money is going to go to that, right? Can we come together for a bigger thing? So that's my piece. How are you guys feeling right now?
Emotional appeal. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. You're absolutely right, Luisha. And just, look at how much is out there and around. I don't talk a lot, period, about it or publicly, with everything coming out right now around sex trafficking and everything. There's shock around that. I know it. I've seen so much of it. I've been on brothel raids in India. I've worked in some of the underground prostitution rings in Edmonton. Like, there's things that I can't talk about just because of the sensitivity and the privacy of certain things. But I've seen a lot of really, really dark shit for the last 15 years that I've been in this world and doing this work. None of it shocks me. It's easy to feel helpless with all of that, but we have to start somewhere. We have to start somewhere. And I really know, and I believe that it starts with smaller groups of people who are getting together and creating these conversations in these safer environments, but also strategies, right? We're not just getting together to talk about it and to feel really awful. We're getting together to also say, so what can we do about it? Right? And I think that's exactly what we're doing about it with this too. So that gives me a lot of hope. And it actually brings a lot of joy to this. And I want that day to feel joyful, right? I want the walk to feel joyful. I want the yoga to feel joyful. I even want the meditation to feel joyful. And there will be moments, where we chat about, really why we're there. That's, of course, going to crack us open, and everybody will feel their own thing. But if we can bring an energy of joy and hope to it at the end of the day, I think that then our job is done. Yeah. How does that feel? Good. Okay. So a few quick little updates, because we don't need this meeting to be super, super long, but Joyce finished all the buttons. You're a hero, Joyce. Thank you.
Look great.
Yeah, they look amazing. I think that was such a good idea for us to be able to do that. So thank you for doing that work, Joyce. Thank you for your financial contribution to that. That is unreal. It's going to help to tie people together. And then, buttons are cool. We talked about that. I'll be keeping mine on my bags and, wherever, I go out in public, so that we can have that conversation even after the fact. Right. Susan, I don't know if you're able to talk right now, because you just said going to shut my camera off. Oh, you are. You and Tanya went and walked the path or the trail. Are you able to talk right now? Thumbs up or thumbs down? You can talk? Okay.
It was super quick.
Okay.
And so we just took a right. Grandmother Karen says that I can't miss the day. So I'm really sad about well, you know what? It is what it is. I'm not going to say I'm sad, but so I'm hoping that Tanya will be able to, and I can also go there Saturday night. I can also show you on the 10th when we meet. on the route, super fast, super easy. And there's a roundabout, like a place that we can just round and just go back. Because all we did was count 15 minutes and then did this roundabout and came back super fast. I'm thinking maybe we can just hang things in the trees.
Yeah, and we can have a few people along the way. Jack. So do you
Yeah,
think about half an hour
yeah.
all the way around? So you said 15 minutes to the
I'm
roundabout.
sorry.
15.
Yeah,
Winnie.
and then 15 minutes
15
back.
minutes in 50. Okay, so a half an hour walk.
Yep.
It's perfect. Were you able to measure out how far it was?
Well, whatever 30 minutes is,
Okay.
because you said 30 minutes, so that's
Yeah.
probably like, and that's 30 minutes in Tanya's heels. So it wasn't a quick,
Yeah, but
brisk
she's
walk.
fast.
It was, a nice walk.
Yeah.
It's something that somebody could,
A mindful walk.
anybody can do this walk.
I love that.
It is a very mindful walk because you're in the trees.
Yeah.
It was very, very pretty. And you could actually stop on you can actually stop on the river. Like there's the river trails that run at that walk.
I love that.
So, and I was kind of cognizant to the fact of, could somebody walk it that had a cane? And yes, you
Okay.
could.
If they wanted.
I think that if somebody was a little bit disabled, you can still do it.
Okay.
So, and I mean, for those ones that really want, they can run the stairs too, right? Because the stairs are right there. There's 225 stairs.
Okay.
So
Perfect. We can have
if somebody wants to like get
that.
their heart rate up, they can do that.
Okay. I love that. Thank you. And yes, Kristen, let's walk it on the 10th.
Yeah,
And we
that'd
can
be fine.
even do little Instagram stories, Facebook stories. We can share
Mhm.
with everybody what we're doing. And I like this. We can even have people or put little signs up along the route and let people know.
Yes.
If you want to do
Yeah.
like a beautiful, slow, mindful walk, this is what we're doing. It's half an hour. If you want to get your heart rate up, maybe we have a couple volunteers at the top of the stairs, and we can do something fun where people can do the stairs.
Yeah, exactly. Am I able to talk about the t-shirts as well?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Because I think Kristen was going to check them out. I gave the design to Kara, and she's going to come back on Thursday with a cost.
Okay.
Because you have it 3 different colors, you
Yeah.
have to do 3 different colors of the transfer paper.
Okay. Okay.
So, and also need to know how many.
Yes. Okay, for sure.
So, yeah. Okay.
Sure.
I'll be quiet now.
No, that's perfect. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you for you and Tanya for going and walking that out. And I like that, Tanya, to put some pretty strings. We can get, well, I was gonna say not even pretty strings, but we could get, because we're using bright pink and bright yellow, we could get, what do you call that? Like tape?
Crepe.
But it's not sticky tape, but you know what I mean?
Surveyor's tape. Yeah.
Surveyor's tape. Surveyor's tape. Because then it's
Or
waterproof.
crepe.
But crepe.
Oh,
crepe
yes.
isn't waterproof.
Yes. It's not going to rain.
Well, it's not going to rain, but you know, in case somebody splashes their water bottle on it. Yeah, we can get some surveyor's tape or yarn. Oh yeah. We could get fluorescent yarn, Shannon. Yes. Yes. Okay, perfect. We could go and get some and put it out. So Shannon is going to come into town from Vernon, Lake Country, for the weekend to be with all of us, which is exciting. So when you come in, let's go, Shannon. We'll go and pick out beautiful yarn, and we can go and we can walk the trail that day, the day before, and make sure that everything is up. Sound good? Okay.
Sounds great.
Sounds groovy. Okay. Now with respect to signage, Shannon. Have we done anything?
I just posted, at the last minute in our Facebook chat, a few options, and it's very quick turnaround. So just something I was thinking about is I can make a sign, like a retractable sign or something that's a bit nicer, but it doesn't say Warhorse, so that you can keep using it year after year. Or I can do smaller, less expensive ones that have Warhorse on it, and then it's just for this event.
Okay.
Did you
Some. My
echoing?
I think that's
on. It's on our ambassador chat. And of course, it's super easy to change anything. I was struggling a little bit with the colors, but then I saw your Facebook post with the stripes and switching the yellow, making the heart yellow. And so now I feel like I can do it a little bit better. So
I've written logos and two different options. I can send you that file.
Oh yeah, please. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing, because what I was using isn't clear. So if you send me the file, then I can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and we put it, so like with Joyce's buttons, we put it on a black background because then the yellow and the pink like popped really, really well. So I was wondering for all of us, and we can still look at doing like a bright pink or a bright yellow shirt, but would anybody want to just do black with like really big, the big logo on the whole front? Do a black t-shirt with the yellow and that, yeah, and then if we wanted to put ambassador on the back, we can do that too.
I think it's good to keep it all, like if we do black, do black t-shirt, the sign will be black and it will all be
I agree.
cohesive and beautiful.
Perfect.
Are we giving anything besides the button to them? Like we'll give them the little thing of, like if it's a bar or whatever, but are we
Yeah.
giving like a paper with anything written on it?
Yeah, we should make a
And the
little.
reason I ask that is, do we put the buttons inside of a bag, or are we putting the buttons on the piece of paper that we're handing to them? Like we kind of need to figure out what we're doing with.
Yeah, I think when they register, yeah, I'll make up a little postcard that they get when they register that just talks about, maybe we can do, because I did a whole schedule. You'll see that in the ambassador group. They'll see the schedule of events, and then on the back, I think it's important for them to have a write-up for not Warhorse, for Little Warriors, so that they know a little
Yeah, I
bit.
thought that's sorry too, but yeah, that's what I thought we said at the last one, that we were gonna do cards for the little packages.
Yeah,
Perfect.
What
So-
about notebooks for memos? Added expense,
Yeah,
little notebook, okay. That's fine, everyone will bring their own written or.
yeah, I think so, if they want to write anything down. I think, oh, Susan, you like the little ones with do you mean the ones with the crystal on it? Or just the cards that we did?
Those
That had the-
ones with the prayer on it.
Arrow on the
Yes.
back?
Yeah, that's a perfect size.
Well,
we do have lots of those actually, but it doesn't have any.
it doesn't have.
No,
Okay.
but that size is perfect.
Oh,
was
that
like-
size is perfect? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's great. Perfect.
and people
Yeah,
can read them.
Yeah, right? It was
Mhm.
great. Okay, good. So we'll do that, and then we'll do the button, and then we'll do the granola bar or whatever and piece of fruit.
Can I speak to that?
Yeah,
To the snack, I spoke with Homegrown Foods this morning. I
Yeah.
sent them a letter about a week ago and it was misdirected. So anyway, long story short, they are interested perhaps in being our snack sponsor, supplying apples, but granola bars, they said, was such a huge markup. They'd rather perhaps offer fresh baked muffins for the morning or something from their bakery.
that's great.
It's even better.
So Or I just got another notice 5 minutes ago that since the event is in Edmonton, they may consider just donating $100 basket. So I have to confirm snack sponsor still, but I have about 4 baskets valued of over $100 for the.
Awesome. Silent Upton. Okay, that's perfect. I love that. And that said, like, what do you guys, and I don't have a preference either way, but what do you think about, I see 2 different options. One is that everybody gets the bag. The bags are pre-made. There's whatever it is. There's a muffin, there's a piece of fruit, there's their button, and there's their info card on it. So everybody gets that. Or when they check in, we hand them a button, right? We hand them the card, and then we have a table of muffins and fruit and water bottles. And then that way, yeah, see what I think with that is that way, if there's anything, like if people want it, they have it. But if they don't want it, if
Yeah.
there's anything left over, we can
No
take
waste.
it to the food bank or the homeless shelter or something like that after.
And those pens are going to be logistic nightmare if you put them in bags. So I think they should be in a basket and handed out one by one as they come.
When they
through.
check in, that's a
Yeah.
great idea. Yeah, that's a
Or
great idea.
pinned to the card.
That might be difficult.
That's what I'm, yeah.
Or work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
I'm
and it's-
here now to help any way I can, just to let you know. I might have moved, but that is secondary now. All my stuff is here, so if you need me to do baskets or whatever, please don't hesitate to call me, Kate.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I like the idea of just throwing it in baskets and
Yeah.
people are coming to check in and then we hand it to them. And we say, put this on, then we know that you're with us, like, right, that you're a part of this whole event. And that will be our way too of knowing that they're there and that they've paid to be
that they've
there, right?
checked in, yeah.
That they've checked in. Yeah, Joyce. Joyce and then Kristen.
So I had a question about registration. I know that you said that you'll have your computer and that we'll be able to look people up. Just because and it's been a while, but I've done running races and stuff before, and you just never know how good the internet's going to be. So I was wondering if we could have, because there's 2 of us that are going to check people in, if we could have a paper copy and just highlight their name off.
Absolutely.
100%.
I think we'll do that instead. And
I think it would
yeah.
be easier myself.
For sure. Yeah, that's what I was thinking actually, Joyce, after our last meeting. And then I'll keep the computer there in the event, and Jackie will have like the payment processor there.
Oh, good.
In the event that there's other people who show up who haven't paid for anything yet, then we can have somebody who's kind of doing that on the side, but the other person can just be checking in with paper. Yeah, perfect.
And
Thanks.
it's the second thing is one of my friends is a realtor, and I've sent her the letter. She says she's going to give me some money. I don't know how much yet. And so I just sent her the letter. Yeah, so I'll check in with her. I don't have yoga for the rest of the week, so I'm doing tonight's event with you, Mandy, and then I'm gonna I'll phone Shelley sometime today and ask her how much money are you giving me,
Perfect.
and so I can let you guys know that. With the cards that you're making,
Yeah.
would it be easy if we even, like you said, like a notebook, if we just like left a space, notes for the day or something, or for meditation notes, like just leave a little bit with a few lines if they want to write something.
Got something down. Yeah, I think on the back of it, if we just do a brief little write-up about Little Warriors, then I'll leave the second half of the card open.
But then would we have to give them a pen?
I know, right? Logistics. I'll leave it open just in case they want to write anything on that. But the reason why I also wouldn't do notebooks is that the chances are that I just don't think people are really taking notes at events like these, to be honest with you. Right? And they're probably going to grab the cards and whatever else, and they're going to shove it in their bag, and it's going to sit against the sidewall for the whole thing. But just in case they want to write anything, there'll be a little bit of space on the card. Perfect. And if you're talking about full moon, it's tomorrow night, Joyce, not tonight.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. I was like, don't freak me out. What did I forget to do?
All I know is that I have to stay late because it's a meet this staff at my new school and I have to be there. And I'm helping with hot dogs and I really dislike hot dogs. And anyway, so I had it all in my head. Okay, I can get home at this time. I got
Not eat a
anyway.
hot dog. There you go.
Yeah, and
Thank-
also Jackie was at my house I don't know, a week and a half ago or whatever. And my pottery that I made is fired, the first firing. And so that's one of my tasks this week is, it's not a task, I love doing it. I'm glazing it, so I want that done. And then I've got to figure out how I'm going to get it into you guys. Because my nights, I'll be starting my schedule next week, and then I'm also moving studios, and I have a lot of work to do to get ready for that. So I might even get Gary to drop it off.
I can meet up with you, Joyce. I can drive out to get it for you.
Oh,
Perfect.
okay. Thanks, Luisha. Yeah, if you're going in, like that would be great because I want to get that stuff to you as soon as I can.
Okay. Perfect.
Anyway,
Awesome.
I'll
Thank
let
you.
you guys know as soon as it's fired in Luisha, and then we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That sounds awesome. Thank you. Are you in Edmonton? If not, okay. Susan, you're applying to Kristen and she's
Sorry.
off now.
Yeah.
She is
Wait,
in
she, okay, okay.
So if we're just going with black t-shirts, Pam, I know you had put a little tally out to everybody to see color. Can you also just in our Facebook group, just send a thing out so that everybody says what size they want?
She did do that.
Did
you-
Margot get back
I-
to you, Pam?
What's that?
Did Margot get back to you, Pam?
Yes, she did. She
Okay,
did. Yeah. So I'm still waiting on some people to, I think I've got 8 responses so far.
Volunteer?
So, no, for the t-shirt, so like I did a little survey. So Kirsten, Luisha, myself, Shannon, Jackie and Margot. Oh, we got more. So then Lisa and Chrissy and Leanne and Joyce and yeah. So I don't know if I missed Tanya. I need Tanya's, if you can fill out that form. If you need me to resend it, I can do that too.
Yeah, Leanne
don't-
probably won't be coming and Margot's taking Susan's place, right?
Right.
Margot is or Lisa?
Lisa can't make it.
Okay, Lisa can't make it. Okay.
Because I
So
think
I would
I
say
think
no.
I think everybody who is volunteering, and if I'm not mistaken, and then anybody that's an ambassador that's been participating behind the scenes that not necessarily can make it will get a t-shirt. Is that how I'm understanding it?
Say that one more time. Who's getting a t-shirt?
Like the people who are volunteering, and then the ambassadors that are coming, and then also the ambassadors that have been helping out behind the scenes that can't necessarily make it. Is that
Yeah,
right?
so everybody, yes, if they
Was
want.
it for the
want,
volunteers
then you can
as
have
well?
one.
Sorry, what's that?
Was it for the volunteers as well? Those
Yeah.
t-shirts? Yes, okay.
Yes, the purpose of the t-shirts is so that on the day of, people know that we are with the organization crew, right? So I think if we put one more message out, Pam, to the people who are going to be there that day, Susan, if you want one, you can really have one. Let us know if you want one, right? But for anybody else who's not going to be there, and if they don't want one or don't need one or whatever, then that's totally fine. And yes, Susan said we need to reach out to Kathy. She was here and then she had to jump off of the meeting. So let's just make sure that everybody on the ambassador team and the volunteers that we have one. If somebody does not get back to you, Pam, in time for these t-shirts to get picked up, just by default, make that a large.
Perfect.
right? A size large, and then that will at least fit everybody. And so we just need to know then, Susan, how quickly Karen needs these to turn them around. Pam will have the numbers for you in the next, let's make it a point by Friday to know exactly what we need. And then we'll get Kristen to go to Michael's and to pick everything up for t-shirts. And then I think, yeah, it's, never mind. Let Kara take a peek at it. Do you have the logo now? The full logo? Yes?
Yeah, I gave
Oh, yeah,
her-
Jackie
Sorry.
said. Okay,
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And I had a thought, how many more volunteers do you need?
I don't even know where we're at.
Okay.
with volunteers.
What about the people that are facilitating with you? Are you gonna wear one?
Oh, yeah, I am. Shoot, thank you.
So,
Sorry. We're
I'm
gonna need,
talking like, yeah,
we're gonna need Wes and Samantha and June.
I think that's it, unless I'm still waiting to hear back from the girl from Little Warriors, whether they're gonna have somebody show up from Little Warriors to speak.
Right,
So she said she'd get back to me this week.
but if so, they'll probably be wearing Little Warriors.
I would
stuff.
imagine, yeah.
Yeah,
Do we know numbers just in case we do have a snack sponsor, what the ceiling is? 150?
yeah.
Okay, and how did you get response for volunteers and any more sponsorship? I know Jodine in Yuki was gonna send me a spa certificate to add to Experience the West Coast Basket. So if you receive anything like that, if you could let me know, otherwise I'm gonna be hounding these people.
For sure. For sure.
Haven't seen anything.
So
from Jody
maybe
yet.
what we can just, to that point, Alicia, maybe start going into our Facebook group and just writing down what
What's been
you've
collected so
received,
far.
right? What you've received, or what, even if it's
I'll
like.
try to put them in or organize them as pre-baskets and then,
Yeah,
yeah, I think there was something else, but.
So I'm having a very hard time finding a coffee truck. They're either booked or they're done for the season. If anyone else has an idea of anything like that, I've tried to reach out to a few food trucks
talk to Giordano.
as well.
Giordano.
Yeah,
He has a coffee business now.
I wondered if they have a truck though that would go out.
If they don't have a
Giordano.
truck, they might have roasters that they could set something up inside.
Okay. That's what I'm working with right now.
Yeah.
The one that was at the Wild Roses,
Yeah,
to see if they can find somebody to do it.
right.
Joyce?
Okay.
I know it's just Tim Hortons, but they do have mobile things that you can book for events.
The only
They're
problem
more-
I did
they're
reach
more
out to Tim Hortons, but it's,
You have to pay for them to come.
you have to pay and
Oh.
you guarantee them a amount and they
Oh,
can't.
okay, because you know what it is in Devon? Like they'll come, it's a community thing and you don't pay for it. Maybe that's only for like, they call it they come to your neighborhood, like someone books them and, but you don't pay for it. Maybe that's what the difference is because it's
Yeah.
an event. Okay.
Yeah, Pam?
Back to the t-shirts. So I know Luisha put out a call to the practice members to if they wanted to volunteer for the event. Have we gotten any responses yet from that?
I haven't seen anything.
Dora said she sent her name in.
Doris?
Yeah,
did?
Doris did. Yeah, that I know.
Okay.
But besides that, I haven't heard from anyone else personally.
Okay.
And then Cassandra told Jackie yesterday, she's gonna do the walk, but she's
Yeah,
gonna
she's
come in
already got
early.
it ticket.
Yeah, she's gonna come in early with me and help with setup too.
Yeah.
And then we'll go home together.
Okay, so
Okay.
then I should reach out to Cassandra for a t-shirt as well then.
Yeah, because she will be helping to set up.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Just a couple of quick things here before we kind of wrap up. Last day, Tanya, you asked for last day to accept items for silent auction. What did we say? We already had a decision on this one.
The 10th was.
The 10th,
Basically what we had
September
said,
10th.
yeah.
Okay. And then
Just so we could get baskets.
Yeah.
But if it's something that comes in after that, like a gift certificate.
We can
just
always add it in
that.
there.
Yeah.
yes, Tanya?
And I'm sorry, maybe we spoke about this. It was my understanding that what we want for silent auction, you wanted something that people cannot easily buy, right?
Yes, for sure. Something that, again, if it's a health practitioner, it's a session or something that they would typically have on their schedule, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but what about, for example, I have a friend, she does oils and I don't know, and sugar scrubs and all of that. Would that something be that we would take it? Because like she actually sells it too, like online. Or we would still take that?
Yes, we'll take it, but we'll put it into a basket.
Or
with-
she can make her own $100 basket. Like a lot of people I've asked their business that they're just gonna do their own $100 basket. So there's quite a few good things coming up here, so I'll post those as I get them.
Perfect.
And I don't know if you know this, but fundraising is my background. I was with Reader's Digest for 8 years, so
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
if I get better, I'll
have
be
an
in.
expert on the panel.
Reach out to Reader's Digest for us.
Right? Oh, Shannon, how do we get 150 apples here from the Okanagan? Oh, no, I'm coming there after the event.
But I'm coming back on the 10th.
Oh,
Yeah, and I've also brought a box of apples on the airplane. They let you do it.
but Jackie's also coming back on the 10th.
There we go.
Yep.
You driving Jackie back?
Would Jesse and
Yes.
Angelique donate us 150 apples, do you think?
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
sure.
Rose Hill will be our apple sponsor, our fruit sponsor.
Good
Yep.
to know.
Okay, perfect. And then if
Maybe
there's,
homegrown will do the muffins then.
that would be amazing.
I'll check with them today.
Okay, thank you, Pam.
Are we gonna have a photographer there?
So I would like to have a photographer there, yes.
Jillian?
Let me ask her. She's coming. She's coming. She's participating in it.
What about McKenna?
Can you ask McKenna?
Sure.
She would do it. I think she's already bought a ticket as well. Which is great.
I was gonna say we could
We've
give
got what, 100 tickets left? Is that what you're saying?
We have quite a few tickets left. If
Okay.
you really want to know, this morning we had 8 tickets sold.
We need
So
to-
Susan's like, yes. So when I say we have lots of room for ticket sales, yes, we're gonna start
Yeah.
pushing, promoting this. No, but I would be depending on how much McKenna wants to participate or not. Our capacity is, I think, 120.
Yeah, 125 pushing it, but yeah.
Yeah, 120, 125. Yeah, I'd be happy to refund McKenna's if she wants to photograph the day. But thank you for that. We definitely need photographers.
Oh, one other question.
Yeah.
So should we be looking for like because some of the things we'll have for the silent auction, we won't have baskets. Like, should we start looking at like Value Village or something like that? Or
It's gonna be the cheapest. I've done these a couple of times in the past. The dollar store is just always.
And
the
if any of you
cheapest.
have baskets to donate, if they're nice,
Mm.
don't hesitate to
Yeah.
bring those as well.
Yeah.
We're hoping to have about 10 baskets then.
Well, it'd be great if we had 30.
Need that many people to buy them though. That'll come.
Don't worry. That's good. This gonna happen. We're gonna reach our max. I have full confidence in all of that. People are just coming back like this weekend from summer holidays. And so if we hit them for the next 2 weeks, and I also know because I do events every single month. There's so many people that don't actually buy anything until 3 days before.
Last minute, yeah. for
Right?
sure.
Things like this, right? They want to know what's the weather? Am I going to be around? How am I going to feel? But my goal would be that by next week, like by not this coming Friday, but next Friday, what is the date on all of that? I actually have a calendar.
The first,
So
the 8th.
by the 8th, my goal would be that we're sitting at 75 to 80 tickets already, or something even better. Because then you always get like the last 30 or 40 very last minute. So I'm going to personally reach out through text to a whole bunch of my friends today. Because when you text people, it's my experience, especially your friends, is it's way better than them being absorbed in a big group email. And I'm going to say, listen, you guys, this is what I'm doing. This is the fundraiser, and I think you guys need to be there. So that's my strategy. And then they'll be there. I know that they will be. Sound good? And then what day are we bringing all of the silent auction items here to put together? Suzanne, I can't read. On the 10th? Okay,
The 10th.
okay, perfect.
That's what we had talked about.
Awesome.
But I'm not here that day and coming back that day.
Oh, you are coming back that day, but that's a Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Sunday, yeah.
So Sunday, the 10th, yes, we'll get all of the, we're gonna do 2 things that day. We were going to go and walk the route and see the thing. And then we were gonna come to my place for anybody who wants to come and make baskets, sorry, love, and get everything together.
On
I
Sunday.
can be there.
Sunday the 10th. Okay, yay. Sunday the 10th. So we can meet at, what time did we say, 11?
11 till 12.
We can meet at my place, and then whoever wants to hop in with me, we'll take one car and we'll go down and we'll check it all out, and then we'll come back and we'll put baskets together. Sound good?
Mhm.
Okay. Beautiful. Well, I'm excited about this because it feels like full on go time now. Go mode. So let's, as much as possible, let's use our Facebook group now just to start like peppering in any ideas that you have, anything that you're bringing in right now, just so that we can keep a constant running stream of where everybody's at. And I'll do the same, okay? All right, anything else, Joyce?
So I'm gonna do I thought a certificate. I'm just gonna do it for 10 people to pick a Friday or Saturday night and do a private yoga classes at my
Yes.
new
amazing.
studio. But like, do you want it with something?
How about a sample of your pottery?
Well, I have yoga, like I have, oh, let me look in my bin. Like I say, I'm in the middle of moving.
Or I like
and-
it to be like something that's just kind of all a part of it. If it's like 10 really cool Fiji water bottles, or do you know what I mean? Just something that is kind of like,
Oh,
what would
okay.
you and your friends all, do you know what I'm saying by that?
Yes, I do.
Like what
Yeah,
would be
I
a
do.
part of that? So every like a package that comes together. So like
Okay.
I'm already thinking of one thing that I'm gonna put besides just all of my own stuff. I'll do something together, but right now it's like back to school and there's parents and everything there. I'm like, what would I bid on? I would bid on a basket full of like lunch shit that has like Ziploc bags and lunch kits and like hook a sister up. These are the things that I need, right? Or takeaways and I don't know, like granola bars and cookies. Anyway, you know what I'm saying, right? So if
Mhm.
you're looking to pull things together, make it something that people like, I want this whole thing because it all makes sense together. Susan, I love it. Are you donating time at the Red Barn? I told friends at dinner last night that that's what we all need to auction on. I think I should.
Yeah.
That's going to be like a big ticket item. Big ticket item.
Yeah.
Yes, I will donate 2 nights at the Red Barn.
Wow.
Yes. Complete with the whole Nordic spa that's there now, right, Shannon? And all of,
can't wait.
it's
I'm going
so
there on
amazing.
Friday.
Yes,
Woohoo!
for those of you that have been there, it looks very different now. It's
Bring
amazing.
in my money.
Yeah, we'll raise some good money for that too. So I love it. Okay, you guys. We will, I don't think we have another meeting between now and the 10th, do we?
No, just the 12th.
Okay, perfect. So here at the 10th on the 11th, for those of you who can make it. And then if not, we'll do a follow-up from what we see. Sound good? And just let me know if you can make it. So you can just put a message in the Facebook group. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Call me Joyce.
Oh yeah, you are that day at home, Tanya. Are you guys still doing your wedding on the 9th?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, you are that day. That's okay. I love you. I'll miss you, but you'll be there on the 17th is all that matters, right? And Yuri and the girls, are they coming on the 17th?
I can't speak about my teen girls because they make their own decisions. So that's what I was told this morning. So I don't know. I thought they were coming.
You were told that this morning. I love that. Tell them my boys will be there.
That's
Wait a minute, that might be a drawing factor for a lot of girls.
That's an incentive. I love your boys.
on the
Thank you.
end.
I'm
But
so
Mandy, I took some videos yesterday from our walk, so not just pictures. And is to put because I want to put a couple of stories and tag all of the things. So and I will tag you guys so you can also reshare it. It was really fun and it's gonna be really beautiful.
I love it. Thank you. And then if you go in the ambassadors group, Tanya, you missed it. I posted some Instagram and Facebook story files that
Yes.
you can use and some of the other ones that you guys can use.
And I
too.
really hope the mosquitoes are frozen by then.
Yeah,
Just was
So bad.
they'll stay away. Okay,
Okay.
guys, I love you. We'll see you soon. Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, bye.